What's the fight for? Let us have it. All these harsh drugs. Which is, it's weird. Let me read it, right? This thing, I gotta do the time a little fast on this. I put, what's the fight for? Let us have it all. These harsh drugs out here, but we still have to tiptoe. Us being ourselves or creating something that we started that could shake the whole foundation in which our minds were built upon. Because we know, like, you know what I'm saying? You know the roots are the most important part of growing anything. You know the environment in which it's placed in is very important. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I also noticed it's like the Monsters Inc. where it's like they, you know what I'm saying, that we still haven't figured out how to harvest energy as a collective when it comes to, the laughing energy. We haven't really like understood it because, you're still going through the growing pains, and I think that's one of the biggest reasons I see why like comedy's a thing too. Like it's a hard thing for people to like really take in, that life is what it is, and then people will say what they need to say, and it is real life, but it also needs to be laughed at, because what else do you do other than continue to cry for the rest of your days type thing, you know what I mean? And so of course that's not really a cool thing, and the best way to get out of it is to see the cold hard truth, whether it's served on a funny looking plate, you know what I'm saying? Because we know also deep down that it's all about awareness and everything too, so you can't, it's not always, like if we don't know about it, then how do we do something about it? Like you don't want it to happen to you, but you continue to not address the things that are happening to other people. So I said, what's the fight for? So we got all like, and also like, everybody like taking way more than what they need to, or different things that may not be the best thing to take, you know what I'm saying? We don't know about no, you know what I'm saying, no purple rivers and ice. You know what I'm saying? No red pills, gold pill, blue pills, U pill, U pill. What's the I say? And so we still have to tiptoe, and this is what I made it in the other thing. I don't even think I posted yet. But it's like, and we still have to tiptoe around life, even though we see how crazy life is, and how it's, because like the best thing that we could ever do if we're choosing to really work on a society is realize that it's only going to be down on a certain percentage, that it's never going to be nullified and eradicated completely. It's never going to, it's always going to have a certain percentage level of people that do things that we're not really too fond of, or like we'd rather see them do it a different way, or things like that. And, but the issue that I'm having is that people continue to have to see what real life is, and that people don't have to hold back doing anything. You know what I mean? That we really do have free will to be how we want to be. But is it cool? Like, is it right? And that's always what I'm on. It's like, is it okay to like think, is it? But and I go down these weird little rabbit holes, because it's like, but experience is experience, and people have to somehow get out of whatever they're in somehow, and sometimes it's on your way out, or the way out is the way out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like like you continue to put yourself in situations so much so to where the only way you're clearly gonna learn is you got to reset, man. You got to You've been rebooted. Or, like I go through all these avenues because it seems like what's up with these people that we know are not doing anything. And I always go back to, how does it work with the spirits if we're coming back here in this like reincarnation thing? If it is as real as we see it to be, and we know that people are coming back to here, what did they do to be put in that you know what I'm saying, Yakamahama Twitter keyboard war, you know what I'm saying, on the X-Files page, you know what I mean? What makes a spirit go there? Is it to do something about that place? You know what I'm saying? Like, you get, like I said, you get those certain people that get put in places. You're like, well, why would this person be put here? They're such a whatever. It's like, is it because of the past lives? Is it like, did they put themselves there? Did they get brought there? You know what I'm saying? And what are the reasons? I always wonder, like, what are the reasons for these things? You know what I mean? So it's odd to me that, you know what I'm saying, things are literally playing out, in certain ways to where, like, even though we see that life is playing out like life is lifing, bro. Life be lifing, and it be doing it, right? It's like, what makes it to where we can see that life is what it is, but it's been made so to where we can't really show people what life is. Like I said, we can do it, but we can't be ourselves and show really what it means to express how you really feel, and what you see about the world, things like that. It's kind of weird how the people that don't care about what they do to people can truly live in this world the way the way they want to, no matter what system they get put in, no matter where they they get dropped off. Certain people that don't care about anyone around them because they carry that not care energy. They kind of are able to slip through most things. It's really weird, but it's like, it seems that that's how it works. If you don't really if you truly and it's not that back of the mind, not, you know what I'm saying, like, you still care, then it's probably gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna surface. I mean, people that just genuinely do not give a ass crack about you, your people, or whatever. It's the oddest thing in the world. It's like, it's not that they necessarily don't get away with it, but it's like the time they do it, because judgment is judgment, but it's like the time that they go through it, it's like, I mean, one of the most notable ones would be the old Teflon Don dude. You know what I'm saying? He, even though he got caught up in all that other stuff happened, and that, his, I mean, technically it was his life the reason why, he got put down, or, his life slowed up, essentially, but, I mean, he was able to get through most issues, and it's like, you see that with a lot of people, but if you get caught, you most likely cared, you know what I'm saying? You cared a lot, most likely, or even if it's a little bit, but you cared, and that's most likely why you got put in that situation, and they didn't. Because they didn't care about what happened to you as long as they got out of it. And, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got put in that place, That's usually how it goes. But like I said, I think it's interesting that these people can live this. So it's like this mixed emotions that we can't, we're trying to trap. What is it that, you know what I'm saying, these prejudices happen, but people that really try to make a difference get the short end of the stick every time, What makes this world the way it is to where no matter how hard you work or you try to make your way in life, the crabs still keep grabbing, you know what I'm saying, type thing. But for some reason right now, because not a lot of people talk like certain people right now, you know, like me, it's hard to really pinpoint where that comes from, to where we don't see it as straight through the, like, because like for some reason we see the people and what they do, but we, you know, we kind of like, and I mean in all kinds of realms, in this, you know, this realm of levels, you know, the people at the top of the levels, you know, things like that also. It's odd to me that, you know what I'm saying, there's so many people that have gone on board with, I mean, because we're trying to recover from, like, Attila the Hun type things. And, you know, it's funny, but it's serious, because it's like, you know, people like that have made waves to where we have not had a chance to really combat a lot of what is going on, or where the percentage scale is more on, hey, we can clearly see that the people that are doing what they're doing aren't cool. Let's get them out of here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, now. You know, but that clearly isn't the case because of the way everything's set up. And that's where I'm like, so we can do, you know, now it's legal for a lot of people to do all the, you know, the mental stimulants that they want, and it not be anything worth their life. You can harass, you can fight, you could do, you know, you can pretty much do anything destructive that you want to do, but you cannot have a lemonade stand, you can't feed people. What else can't you do? What else can't you do? You know, it's hard to get a loan. People steal money all the time, but it's hard for you to get a loan. Like, it ain't just real easy for you to get a loan. Like I said, and I get, you know, that's not it though, but it's like, yo, why is it so easy for these people to be able to do these things, but not easy for you to be able to prosper in this world, knowing that you're not stepping on people and doing ridiculous stuff, bro? Like, so it's like the disconnect is weird. Like I said, with other stuff in the different languages and things, you don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't, certain situations don't hold up in other situations when you try to explain yourself. The context is outrageous when you really realize that people don't think or talk like you, and they don't listen or act like you. They're not you. They're not your group. They're not with your way of thinking. And you'll be surprised at how different people think. You know what I mean? People think really different, and not like you or people you think, no, like not even close. Like, people don't think like that. And you got to realize that people don't think like that. And so when it comes to like the different, like I said, the languages and laws and rules and regulations, people get caught up because they didn't realize that people don't think like that. They're not going to think, oh, you trying to do this straightforward and the right way, right? Good luck with that. I like it, though. I like the spunk, kid. I like your spunk. You know what I'm saying? I like it. Do it, man. Do it. Do it, man. Go get out there, kid. And that's why I say that I noticed that when it comes to things that we know for a fact that we don't want in place, you know what I'm saying? The Lego blocks do not connect. We don't like the Lego foundation. It sucks. We don't want it no more. We want a new Lego set piece, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't want to see another Millennium Falcon being built. I want to see something else being built. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I think it's funny that people also have a hard time wanting to shake up the foundation of this Lego set, man. Like, we don't. Yeah, we don't want it. It seems like we don't want it, but or at least we don't know how to go about it. You know, like I like I preach on it all the time. If you could just take the second to realize that you are an individual. Yeah, so which one is it? Like, which one is it? Like, are we okay with, seeing it on, what I'm saying? Because, like, we watch fights. Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, this is where I'm at in my head, because it's like, we are so accustomed. So, like, my thing is, like, how deep are we in it as a society and we don't know where we're at? Because we like fights. We love that shit. So it's like to deny it in one instance and okay it and hooray it in the next instance. It's like, well, which one is it? Are we okay with this or not? Because like I said, nobody's really trying to stop all these Twitter wars, man. Nobody's really trying to... I mean, people are typing away on these keyboards, man, and doing all this editing and posting and crazy stuff, dude. And it's like, well, what do we do with that? Because clearly someone wants to watch it and not much is being done about it. So something masochistic or sadomasochistic or whatever, something, I don't know, something, but I want to know, because it's like, if we really wanted something to make a difference to happen, it would have happened already, but somebody's okay with it. So that's why I put, for the first part, it's like, well, what's the fight for? Because before, it was a war on drugs, it was a war on homosexuals, it was a war on it was a war on peace, it was a war on, what I'm saying, what hasn't it been a war on to where we as a people have not been able to express ourselves the way we want, other than it being a stoic militant type of way, other than you being a man or just a woman that's docile and just in her head all day long and making sure you got a hot fresh meal on the table for your man. You know what I'm saying? He go do his duties and you do yours, and then that's just life, and you don't, you know what I'm saying? But then there's things outside of your life that's happening, so it's like you have to know, right? Like, it's not, like, I don't know if people think that they, like, either they don't, I'm trying to piece it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, either they don't want it, or they just don't want to see it. But either way, nothing's being done about it. Once again, nothing is happening. And like I said, people won't speak on it. People will show it. People can, like, look, it's happening, but don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Don't actually, like, and it's not even a thing you can't do. It's, do you want to? For whatever reasons, like I said, you don't know who, what is behind who or what. You know what I'm saying? But there's a reason why they ain't talking about it. There's a reason why they ain't gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? So, which I like, people are in their feelings, man. I mean, we all are. But it's like, man, people are in their feelings. I mean, I don't know what other way you get to the point to where I don't want to know. Yeah, man, but people in their feelings. I don't know. But yeah, what's the fight for us, man? Like, what makes it so hard to get a home, to get a job, something easy, not easy, you know what I'm saying, but get something. What makes it so hard to have to do so much for so little? That's where I'm coming from, because I see, you know what I'm saying, I see it, you know what I mean, like, I'm like, dude, like, I'm gonna do all this work just to sustain something I can't sustain. Just to attempt to sustain something. That's why I'm making this. I'm making this money for something I probably don't even want in the end. And that's why I say with the whole Russian too, man. It's like, man, like I said, I backed up, chilled. Like, look, yo, no, okay, y'all, no. No, yeah, I don't, you know what I'm saying? There's ways around life, and I don't think you gotta live it the way, like I said, people say you gotta live it. You ain't gotta go for the 1, 2, 3s, you know what I'm saying? There's a X, triple, double, bacon, you know what I'm saying? Something else other than goddamn mathematics. I hate math. Whatever, apparently I need to get into it, but learn certain things about it. But man, but yeah, man. So it's like, what is it, man? Which one is it gonna be? Can we get past having people not be on the streets, and just having a hard time even making money? Like, like, what is it? Like, it's like, what? I refuse, dude. Like, I don't want to. If I'm honest with myself, I don't mind working at all. I don't want to work if I don't have to work, but I want to work if I'm able to work and know that I'm being compensated. Like, I know there's one thing about just do the work and you'll get bruh, people are struggling out here. Just do the work and there's something else. I can see do the work. Faith with works, you know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on what work you mean by that, but like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? How do you mean? But it depends on what kind of work you mean to have that faith in work. Because I was told, and I see that it's like, well, if you take that time and energy and actually put it towards something you want to see flourish, that then that's the faith and the work, because you're doing that thing. But if you're working for the security and the safety and the shelter and all that other stuff in the hopes that you can keep it and not have the faith that you didn't need it, because there's a lot of things that I realize that I don't need to break my mind, body, and soul for, just for something that I don't care about. Like, I don't care about you and your feelings and your thoughts and how you, and so it's like, why would I break my back for you and your feelings and your thoughts? And like, good work is good work. Help is good help. Help is help. No matter which way you want to chop it up and what help means for you, or for how a person, you get it, you receive it. Help is help. And if that person is doing their best to make that happen, no matter at any point in time that they can, then that's all that there is. And, there's nothing more to it, because it's hard enough being people out here, you know what I'm saying? Be people, and it's hard enough. What's up, man? I hope 3 black crows, bro. Hear him chirp? Usually I move too fast. I love how they're purple. They're not even freaking black. Dude, that's so cool. It's like purple tint and stuff. The bluish purple blue. They got them the Panthers, even though they're not even, you know what I'm saying? It's like crazy, because you can still see like the stripes and stuff, man. Yeah, man, that's my people. So something's rigged and nobody wants to talk about it. And I always thought about it when I see, because you know, it's so funny. It brings me back when I was watching, when I was watching Animaniacs, man, when I was a kid, and seeing like for the Christmas and the people, you remember that one was like the dude with the tax coming through in the village and stuff like that. It was like a movie or whatever. And I remember thinking, bruh, how whack would that be if nobody ever like spoke up against like this tax dude like coming through, you know what I'm saying, and doing people dirty like that, and nobody like say nothing about it. Like I get you on, you don't want to mess with a man's dollar, and that's definitely not what I'm trying to do. But I'm trying to say that maybe the viewpoints these people have against, with life may not be the best way to go about getting your dollar. You know what I mean? And what makes you think it's worth doing it the way you do it? I know it's always a sign of intelligence when a man realizes that he's able to adapt to a situation and actually act on said adaptation, not just have it in his mind that he's able to do this adaptation, say, and not actually carry out said actions. You can say you're this, that, and the third all you want, but can you do it? So it's like, I can't help but try to speak out on certain people that do things the way they do it, and they may not realize how detrimental it may be to them, their life, their family, and their lineage, because you may come back. You know what I'm saying? You may not be done. Clearly, if you're in a situation where it's holistic, it's a situation you didn't want to be in, you're nervous, this, that, and the third, and you check out, be ready to come back here and have to deal with more crap, man. So, yeah, man, that's my take. Word.